Hey guys, how are you? Today we are going to talk about CSK versus Billiard Dream 11 prediction, which is match 19 of Indian Premier League. This match between Chennai Super Kings and Royal Challengers Bangalore is going to take place at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. It is an afternoon match, remember carefully. And also guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed till now. Join the Telegram channel, link is in description and top comment. Now this is a full CSK squad, you can pause the video and check. This is the full RCB squad, you can pause the video and check. This is the playing 11 of CSK, no changes are expected, and this is the playing 11 of RCB, no changes are expected. Also, guys, injury update: Jason Behrendorff is not available for tomorrow's match, but he will be available for the next match onwards. In the points table, CSK is currently at number 2 and RCB is at number 1. CSK has lost one match, RCB has won all the 4 matches. Both teams have played 4 matches. RCB is clearly in a better form. And these are the career stats of CSK batsmen. You can pause the video and check. These are the CSK bowlers, RCB batsmen, and RCB bowlers stats. You can pause the video and check. This is the ground statistics, guys. The ground is Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and these are the last 5 matches which happened on this ground. In the last match, what happened? KKR did not bat so well. That's why the score is too low. Otherwise, in the pitch report, it was said by Darren Ganga that it will be high scoring encounter. Even Evan Morgan in the post-match presentation said that they were around 40 to 50 runs short. So you can expect that KKR was actually thinking of scoring 180, 190 on this pitch. And since it is the third back-to-back game consecutive days and there is no gap between the days, so what will happen? The pitch will definitely get slower. So you can expect a target of 170 to 180 by the batting first team. Okay guys, now if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Guys, in the last 5 matches, what has happened? Batting second team has won 3 times and batting first team has won only 2 times. So clearly there's an advantage to the chasing team. And remember this thing, I told you about the average score, you know very well. It will be around 170 to 180 because the pitch is getting a little bit slower back-to-back games. And in the last 5 matches, what has happened? Fast bowlers have taken 26 wickets and spin bowlers have taken only 4 wickets. Guys, that means you know what to do. You have to take only fast bowlers in your team, especially from the team which is going to bowl first. And also in the second innings, spin fast bowlers have taken 18 wickets and spin bowlers have taken 7 wickets. So you can take one of the best spinner of the team which is bowling second. Just take one spinner who is the best spinner. Or if you have any matchups, for example, there are two left-handers in CSK, Moeen Ali and Raina. And if you think an off spinner can do well, then take an off spinner of RCB if he plays. Okay, guys, these are the matches of both the teams which they played in this IPL so far. You can pause the video and check. This is the performance of CSK players in the last IPL. Rituraj Gaikwad came back in form, scored 64. Two places he scored 95 in the last match. Earlier also he scored 36 and 33. Moeen Ali played a quick fire cameo of 25 and maybe that's what he will do in the next match, and he has a very interesting player battle. I will show you. Also, guys, Suresh Raina Raidu did not bat in the last match. Jadeja did not get any wicket. Sam Curran got just one wicket. That too, he got lucky. He got wicket of Andre Russell. Otherwise, he got like smacked by Andre Russell. Okay, all over the park. Dhoni did well in the last game. Angedi and Deepak Char, they were the top wicket takers. This is the performance of RCB players in the last game. Padikkal scored a century. Kohli scored 72 not out. Padikkal scored 101 not out. Others did not bat. And in the bowling section, Sundar got one. Otherwise, all the wickets were taken by fast bowler. Jamieson got one wicket. Jamieson actually bowled very well because of his height. He is getting a lot of bounce at Wankhede. Okay, Harshal Patel got 3 wickets. Is a premium death bowler. In absence of Harshal Patel, maybe if you think Harshal Patel will not bowl well tomorrow, then what you can do is you can take Kane Richardson. He is also premium death bowler of RCB. He got to bowl only 1 over in the death last time, so he could not take more than 1 wicket. Siraj got 3 wickets total. He got 2 wickets in the power play. Remember, Dan Christian and Patidar, they will not play the next match. Also remember one thing, right, guys? CSK has won only they have won 14 out of 24 matches in Mumbai, which is a very good record. And in the last 5 matches, they have won 3 matches. RCB has won only 5 out of 12 matches at Wankhede, and they won 2 out of last 7 matches. So this is the record of CSK and RCB batsmen in Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and Virat Kohli is at the top with average of 96. Remember, law of average can strike on Virat Kohli. Since Virat Kohli's average is too high, his average will decrease one day, and he may get out on a very low score because the law of average says that your average cannot be too high at a particular venue. So definitely one day his average has to decrease. Maybe it's tomorrow, we don't know. So if you are making Virat Kohli captain, obviously there is a risk to it. Okay. Similarly, we can see the record of all the other batsmen. Now this is the record of CSK and RCB bowlers at Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and Harshal Patel is at the top with a strike rate of 13.5, which means every 14 balls he gets a wicket at Wankhede. So if he gets even 2 wickets, that's all for us. Similarly, you can check the record of all the players and by pausing the video. This is the head-to-head record. CSK has defeated RCB 16 times and RCB has defeated CSK just 9 times. And in the last 2 matches, CSK has defeated RCB. Guys, these are the player battles. You will find Maxwell everywhere. Jadeja has troubled Maxwell. Bravo will not play the next game, but Thakur will play most probably. Maybe he will not play because of the beating he got in the last match, but we never know about Dhoni. And Thakur has troubled Maxwell 2 times in 22 balls. And Maxwell, he is not less. He has also bowled and he has troubled Suresh Raina and Moeen Ali. Both the left-handers of CSK, they are troubled by off spinner Glenn Maxwell. Maxwell got Raina 3 times in just 24 balls and Maxwell got Moeen Ali 2 times in 11 balls. Will Maxwell bowl today? Definitely he will bowl because Virat Kohli will know about these matches before the match and he will definitely hand over the ball to Maxwell. So Maxwell may not score too many runs today because of player battles, but maybe he can take wickets. Remember this thing. Harshal Patel has dominated Dhoni. CSK batsman performance versus RCB. Dhoni is at the top, of course. His average is very very high, but he will bat in the lower order, so that's the only matter of concern, only area of concern. If CSK's top order somehow fails, then we can see Dhoni come and hit a few runs. You can pause the video and check record of all the players. I would like to highlight Sam Curran's record. He has played just 2 innings against RCB and scored just 1 run. That's why his average is 0.5. Okay guys, this is the performance of CSK bowler versus RCB. Sam Curran's strike rate is 15, which means every 15 balls he gets a wicket against RCB. Remember this thing, very good bowling strike rate. You can pause the video and check the stats of all the other bowlers. Deepak Char does not have a bad record either. And overall, you can see the performance of RCB batsman versus CSK. So Virat Kohli is at the top again. Virat Kohli is at the top of every list, man. How can we drop a player like Virat Kohli and not make him captain also? He's at the top everywhere. Glenn Maxwell also has a good record. Another worry of concern, if you're planning to drop Maxwell, then you should reconsider now. Also, he's in a very very good form. You can see the record of other players as well. DBD does not have a very good record. His average is 25, but it's not too bad in the T20 format, especially of a finisher. RCB bowler versus CSK, you can see Harshal Patel has a very good record. USHL will not get too much purchase on Wankhede Stadium unless he bowls in second innings, because there will be no dew effect and the pitch will get very very slow. Okay. So guys, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, then please subscribe to the YouTube channel and join the Telegram channel. Link is in the description and top comment. Like the video and tell me in the comments what you liked about the video. Now let's move on to Dream 11 section. Guys, looking at the stats, it's clearly not too transparent and too clear for us to drop any particular player. There will be a credit problem, so it will be a moment of hesitation before you drop any player. So remember this thing. So let's just start by making our team and taking AB de Villiers in our team. No doubt, since Dhoni will come very lower down the order and CSK's top order is in a very good touch, I don't think Dhoni will get to face too many balls and score too many runs. In that case, I have taken AB de Villiers because CSK has always dominated against RCB. It's possible that CSK bowlers will take a lot of wickets of RCB and AB de Villiers will get to face a lot of balls. I am taking Virat Kohli because of his very good record. I am taking Du Plessis again. He played very well in the last match, scored 95 not out. You can drop Raina if you want. I am not taking Raina currently. I am taking Devdutt Padikkal, scored century in the last match. And I am taking Rituraj Gaikwad, came back in form in the last match. And remember, in the last tournament, he scored back-to-back 3 half centuries. So maybe he will repeat that feat again. And currently, I am not touching the all-rounder section. I am coming to the bowling section. Here I have taken Harshal Patel, premier death bowler of the whole tournament. I have taken Deepak Chahar, premier power play bowler of the whole tournament. Last time he took 4 wickets against KKR and blew them away. This time also he is expected to take at least 1 or 2 wickets. In that case, you can drop Padikkal or Kohli if you want. It's a big risk, okay? Remember this thing. And the Kane Richardson is not a bad choice. He's a good bowler in the Grand League. You can definitely try Kane Richardson. And Jamieson did not bowl too badly in the last game. He was getting a lot of bounce due to his height. Shardul Thakur is also not a bad choice. He got beaten a lot, but his recent form has been well. But what happens is that in front of Dhoni, Shardul Thakur, he does not show too much aggression. That's why he is not able to perform very well. I think that's the reason. I'm just making up this thing. Ngidi, you can take him. In the last match, he took 3 wickets. Ngidi generally gives away a lot of runs, and even while giving away a lot of runs against the against any opponent, he takes wickets sometimes. Okay, remember this thing. Even in the death overs, he is able to take wickets. Mohammad Siraj will also take Siraj because of his good power play bowling. See, you can see that there is no bowler for 8 credits available for the next match. So this is our team preview. Total 9 players we have selected already, and we have 18 credits left. If you will select Maxwell, you will have to take Washington Sundar or Shahbaz Ahmed. There is no other option for you, or you can even take MS Dhoni in your team. This will be our team preview. But if you want to drop Maxwell and if you want to take Sam Curran, then what you do, take Sam Curran and you will have to drop Moeen Ali in that case and take Ravindra Jadeja. So this is our team. So guys, this is our team combination. There will definitely be a headache of credits. What we can do is I will give you some tips definitely, and after the pitch report and toss I will give you some options of who you should drop. Currently the best candidate to be dropped is Devdutt Padikkal. He scored century in the last match. But what happens when a player scores a century in the next match? He gets out very cheaply. Generally it happens, but I'm not sure if it will happen or not because he is actually a very consistent batsman in Vijay Hazare Trophy. He scored runs consistently. Okay, so remember this thing. It's not like he cannot score runs consistently. So dropping Devdutt Padikkal is a big risk. Keep this thing in mind. And dropping Virat Kohli is also big risk. He has a very good record at Wankhede. He is not playing badly for the last few matches. He is one of the most consistent men you will ever find on this planet. Okay, De Villiers, maybe you can drop De Villiers and take Dhoni. That's a good option. So that's the better option than any other option. Not the best option. You can even drop Faf du Plessis if you want. If you think Siraj can take his wicket, then drop du Plessis, no problem. You can drop Jadeja or Curran and take any other player. It completely depends on you. If you want to take Maxwell, then take Maxwell in. Drop Jadeja, take Washington Sundar, no problem. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, like the video and tell me in the comment section what you liked about the video. I will solve your credit problem, no problem. Believe on me, trust on me. I will solve this problem, and maybe I will make a video if possible because the match is in afternoon. So, like definitely after the pitch report, we will see what decision we have to take. Friends, join the Telegram channel. If you haven't joined my Telegram channel, I will post my updates there. Link is in top comment and description. Okay, see you in the next match. Bye.